You might be wondering why we're pushing the waterwise gardening message so hard at the moment. Well, after a long dry summer and with population growth and climate change all impacting our environment, we need to be smart with how we're using water. You know, people in Perth are some of the highest users of water per head of population in the country. And with our population growing so much, we are headed to the same levels as Sydney within 20 years. We're going to have to be very smart with how we use water around our homes. Being conservative with our application rates is one thing, but reusing water where we can is another. Grey water recycling is something that can be done easily, and collecting rainwater and using it to flush toilets is another. Gardens remain the single biggest users of water in the average household. Now, as blocks get smaller, gardens are getting smaller too, but the really good news when it comes to consumption is there's technology that's now allowing us to use a lot less water. Things like rain sensors and Bluetooth and Wi-Fi controllers. And then there's the irrigation systems themselves. Direct delivery sprinklers, low volume, and most importantly, subsurface irrigation systems deliver just the right amount of water to keep your garden looking good. Lawns are an important part of any landscape, but they're not a carpet alternative. They should always be used for a purpose and established properly and cared for with water conservation kept foremost in mind. If you're looking at a garden at the moment thinking it looks dry, it's not time to increase your watering. It's time to apply wetting agents and mulch to keep what moisture is there in the soil longer. Our climate is changing, and whilst this summer hasn't been the most scorching, it's still been really dry, and history always says that as we go into winter, these days they tend to be dry months. So we know that May and June are probably going to be quite dry. So that makes it the perfect time now to get out and give your garden a waterwise makeover. Our water supply has diversified with many different sources playing an important role. Dams are a minor part of the collection process these days. Desalination is important, as is groundwater, but the great innovation has been the groundwater replenishment program, which reuses wastewater and injects water back into our underground aquifers at the same time. Becoming more climate resilient with long-term changes to how we care for our gardens is the key to reducing the amount of water we use and helping us deal as a community with the strong population growth and declining rainfall patterns we're now experiencing.